Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This would be bot number 33 from Dubious Positions and how to attack them. So without further ado, let us begin. Central cannon. And again, in this bot, instead of R1 equals to 2, Red will decide to develop his left flank, probably going for the 7th foul horse variation. Black does likewise. Screen house defense. And instead of the foul chariot, Red goes for the rank chariot variation, and the basic opening system is more or less defined. Red will go with the central cannon, 7 foul horse, and rank chariot variation, which is called 中炮横车七路马. In this board, Black will defend with the screen house defense, and for this board, e3 plus 5 is played. And Red will continue with r1 equals to 4 to prevent the horse from developing. This is a very subtle and powerful red opening that is liked by many masters and grandmasters. It is still very commonly seen in tournaments. The pace is slow but deliberate, and any small mistakes would be you have to pay a lot for any small mistakes made. Now, r1 equals to 4 is advocated, r1 equals to 6 is not, because Black will get to move the horse to the river. This intersection will now be covered, and Red cannot make any pieces there. So usually, Red will play e7 plus 6 to try to offer a trade of material. Black accepts, and this cannon would now move, target the horse, and give the chariot a free line. And Black can be satisfied with this situation because now Black will be attacking. So r1 equals to 6 is not as good. One of the most important components will be the horse in this, the 7 foul horse in this variation. In this board, Red plays c8 equals to 9 to give the chariot a free open line to attack. Red goes for the riverbank cannon, and Black advances the chariot to attack the pawn, hoping to add pressure to the horse. Now this might seem to be a natural thing to do, but in this situation it showed that Black did not have a sufficient understanding of Red's very powerful opening. Usually h7 plus 8 is advocated, whereby Red will pin again, and Black would play c2 plus 2, and be prepared to play c9 equals to 8 to attack the enemy chariot. If r4 equals 2 will not play, and Red tried to continue to switch formations, Black will always attack from the edge files. So this is the recommended move instead of r8 plus 6, and this would be the dubious move in this situation. Now Red immediately adjusts his formation. Black continued his attack, and now Black will fall deeper and deeper into Red's trap. Now a relatively smart choice now would be to play a4 plus 5 as a prophylactic move to see what Red would have installed. Now, although Black will still be behind, but it will not be as bad a situation. Okay, so since Black had captured the pawn, Black will play e7 plus 5 to protect the horse, and be prepared to play c8 minus 1 to capture the chariot, which would have no place to go. This intersection is covered by the elephant. So Black did not back down. Instead, he doubled his efforts to rescue the stranded chariot. So this would appear to be a very powerful move that would complement Black's earlier efforts. But in reality, Black was forced to make this move. Now, if he moved the chariot away, not only would this result in a loss of tempo, it will allow the horse to now attack. Capture. See, for the first 11 moves, the chariot moved almost half of the Black moves. And immediately, Black would play, would push the pawn across the river and offering this would be a pseudo sacrifice. Black would choose to trade material, check, protect, and red will now focus attack on his elephant. And red's troops would be now pressing down on black's territory, and black would have trouble dealing with red's attack. So R9 plus 4 was made out of desperation, and this will be the position of discussion as red applies a chokehold by blocking the elephants in this situation. Now, by doing so, the elephants would also be linked, and red is not in a hurry to attack. So two counters are discussed. First would be a4 plus 5, and the other would be a6 plus 5. Now in variation A, a4 plus 5 is played. Okay, so red would take his time, solidify his position before a full-out attack. Black tries to dislodge the red chariot, now hoping to release some pressure. So would it be a good idea to capture the pawn at this point in time? Let us see. Trade, and black will now push the cannon across the river for a discovered attack on the black chariot. Trade of material and capturing the elephant because the chariot had blocked it. And black's position will now collapse rapidly. The chariot will come on in action, etc. There will be many opportunities for a quick kill. Now, instead of R7 equals to 5, what would happen if black tried to dislodge the red chariot now? The cannon could block it. And this would be a pain in the elephant. Central elephant will be a major weakness, which will be a pain in red's black's position. Sorry, and there's the threat of CA-1 is always evident. So C2 minus 1 to dislodge, and red would offer a trade of material. Now, it would not be a good idea to move the chariot away because R9 equals to 5. After trading material, 1, 2, 3 black pieces versus red's 4 pieces, but the cannon will have no place to go. Only here, and now black will be prepared to gain mid-loss material because the cannon cannot move, and P1 plus 1 will immediately capture this cannon, and at the same time this cannon was also under attack. So let's say red tried to move the cannon to safety. Black would have made a pseudo sacrifice, and red's efforts would have been made earlier on would have been vain, and red would be in all sorts of trouble. So R4 equal minus 2 is not a good idea. Instead, trading chariots would be a better one. So after trading chariots, now unfortunately in this situation the elephants are blocked, and this would have a major consequence on the position. Trading chariots, instead of capturing the horse, red will capture the cannon because he will now be prepared to gain even more material. The horse cannot move away. The horse cannot move away, or it will be an immediate double toast checkmate, as seen here. So that is why the horse cannot move away. And at this point in time, red is bound to gain material and probably a winning position. And all this stems from the fact that black's chariot penetrated too early. So this would be variation A. Now, let's see. Okay, in variation B, A6 plus 5 was played to avoid red's smothered cannon or double toast checkmate earlier. So this will not happen. But would it make a difference? Now let's see. Again, red would solidify his position in preparation for black capturing the central pawn. Black dislodges the chariot, and now it will be the correct time to move the chariot away. Now if he still played c8 minus 1, trade of material, now red would have not gained anything for his efforts. The threat of a smothered cannon checkmate would not be present, and black would actually be attacking now. And goes to 5, and using the horse to capture the central cannon is a simple and effective approach. Let's say if c6 plus 5 were played, black would instead move h7 plus 6, capture, capture, threaten, capture, and again the cannon, the riverbank cannon is left hanging. Again it will be lost. And although red had one more piece, but his position was not desirable, it would not be hard for black to gain back lost material with more pawns and a cannon that's already parked and well positioned. So black can force the hopper draw in this situation. So h3 plus 5 would be much better. c6 plus 5, discovered attack, capture, gain material. Now advancing the pawn at this point is a good idea to create a breakthrough in black's left flank, because once the cannon was moved here, 3 pieces will be attacking this empty flank, and black would be in all sorts of trouble, and this would be much better than playing capturing the horse immediately. So again, threatening. c2 plus 5, preparing to capture the advisor. Preparing to capture the advisor with the chariot, forcing black to make this move, and now black will position his chariot over here. Now this is a very powerful move which will allow red to continue with c3 minus 2 or c3 equals to even c3 equals to 1, because there's always the threat of a smothered checkmate and the possibility of capturing this chariot over here. So in this situation, I think is quite a good example of the importance of understanding the various formations, opening formations in Xiangqi, because as can be seen, black did not appreciate the fact that he could not blindly attack red's formation as he wanted, because there were so many traps that are available. And once this move was made, basically red was far ahead, and black was in all sorts of trouble. So let us review this game in the eyes of black. Central cannon. Red decides to develop the left flank. 7-farm horse versus green horse. Rank chariot. e3 plus 5 instead of e7 plus 5. Both are okay. r1 equals to 4 to prevent the horse from moving. c8 equals to 9. Give this chariot an open line, which is okay. c8 plus 2 for defense, and too early, dubious move, too early. Red immediately adjusts his formation, and the chariot is now trapped. There's always the possibility of playing c8 minus 1 to capture the chariot. And r7 equals to 8 is not viable because red will be attacking after sacrificing elephant. So, black would advance the cannon to attack, and black would first block the elephants. a4 plus 5, variation A, a4 plus 5, variation B, a6 plus 5. Now because of a4 plus 5, the possibility of a smothered cannon attack, so before we go there, both colors would try to dislodge the chariot, trade on material, but because red had a threat of a smothered cannon checkmate, black would lose material and probably the game. So this will be variation A. Variation B, a6 plus 5, but red will still come out on top with a6 plus 5. a6 plus 5 to consolidate defense, dislodge, move away, still with the threat of capturing the chariot, forcing black's hand. c3 plus 5, no nonsense, simple approach. Because this will set black up for a discovered attack, advancing the cannon over here, attacking the horse and also the chariot at the same time. So if black captured the cannon, red will gain material because one of the chariots will be eliminated. Black moves the chariot away, red will now capture a horse. Trade of horses, but instead of capturing another horse, because the cannon will have no better place to go, red would now sacrifice a pawn to allow the cannon to traverse over this file, whereby it could now attack with no black pieces defending. a5 minus 6, advancing, and red was prepared to capture. The advisor forcing black to move the a4 plus 5, and red would now have all sorts of measures to continue attacking. So red would be unable to organize a decent defense, or red would continue his merciless attack. So I hope you have enjoyed this short video. If you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.